I think it is a soft landing. The economy is in really good shape. We're at full employment. The problem is most voters are more worried about inflation than they are about jobs. And until we can get inflation down, and obviously it's been coming down, the numbers just from this past week are pretty positive. If the president can continue to ride the wave of falling inflation, that will help him enormously. But voters are concerned about really prices of eggs and gasoline and milk more than they are about jobs.
They are, and the reality for them is not, okay, we've got CPI coming down by a fraction of a percent. It's since, 2 years ago, we're paying 20-30% more for our goods, and that's going to go on for a long time.
Exactly.
So what does that tell the Fed about what it should be doing at this point?
Well, I think the Fed's in a good place, and I think either they're lucky or they're good or both. But I think we probably won't see rate cuts for some time. I know the markets are pricing in rate cuts. I think that's some time off. I think they want to continue to see prices fall. The last mile may be tough, and we see that in many jurisdictions. The UK inflation numbers came down yesterday as well.
The Republicans would look at President Biden's climate policies and the kind of spending that he's unleashed on that and the amount of debt that has been racking up and will continue to rack up for many years to come and say this is going to be problematic and this is not being given enough attention in the global conversation about the U.S. economy.
Indeed, global debt and debt in the U.S. is a huge problem and really more discussed in C-suites than they have been in the past. The U.S. is running a budget deficit of 7% of GDP at the top of the cycle, 7% of GDP, $2 trillion this year, not sustainable. We're at 100% of GDP in terms of debt. We need to take really conclusive policy changes, and that's not in the political works. Congress is dysfunctional, and until we see some crisis, I don't think we're going to see a change in that trajectory.